Hello everyone, this is Flatline and this will be the second episode of Analyze This. Today I'm going to be going over a PvZ game, one of my replays. It's going to be from the ladder that I was on the NA server. It's going to be Noumena, Red Zerg, top left on Antigua Shipyard, and I will be the Blue Protoss. Okay, so first thing is first, I like to go forge expand on this map. So I tend to pylon or wall off with my Nexus, especially on the ladder. On MLG, I probably would have gone with this. The difference between these two is the distance, of course. It's there's a big difference. You get the forge a little bit quicker. It's closer. The other cool thing about this is when you don't wall up here is like if they do an early pull or whatnot, you could kind of defend it a lot better than if you had it up here. So I'm just gonna scout. I did scout him first, so I don't really need to. I can still corner boost probes. There is no early pull. I don't see. The other main thing that however, the advantage of this is that you do have a bigger area to put more buildings. Plus, this has a ramp, so it's a lot easier to defend one base all-ins like roaches and banelings compared to if you had it over here. Alright, so you see I do put the forge down. And I put the forge down because I saw a relatively, normal timing of a pull. And you just want to get that forge just to be super safe. So around this time is about the time I want to rally my probe towards my natural. There you go. And you're gonna see I do a pentagon shape to deny his expansion as I get mine up. And I should be setting up my cannon before my pylon. There we go. And I'm gonna put my pylon there. And then I should be going away now. Oh no, I tried to put a pylon down, I believe. Let's see. Yeah, see, so doesn't work. I do lose that probe, unfortunately. But I do have my wall off how I wanted it, so everything is looking dandy. I do get my gateway down. Should be adding on my gases as well right after the gateway. As Protoss, you do want to get your gases relatively quick because our GC units are the tech units, right? So you do want to get your gases so you can get to that tech pretty fast and safe. So I'll be throwing my guys back into the throwing 3 in each gas. Should be kind of boosting out some more probes, and I should be transferring them now. He is going with the typical 3 hatch opening that most Zergs do. You basically get your 3 hatches before you get your second queen. Should be getting his second queen now. The difference is this guy actually got speed with this as well, so it's kind of cutting into his production as well because that is 100 minerals and 100 gas that you coughed up early in the game. But that is the safe way, so we'll see what he does with that. Cybernetics core right after the gateway, of course. So here comes 4 Zerglings. I am making a zealot as well. I was gonna wall this off, but the guy made a hole right there, so that was unfortunate. But zealot comes out. I do lose a probe, another one, unfortunately. But I did scout the 3rd, so I was like, okay. Well, he probably doesn't have speed, you know what I mean? Like, I saw no gas, I saw a fast 3rd. So what I'm gonna do is go for a 3 zealot pressure. That's my initial response, or initial thought. 3 zealot pressure, and it's really hard for Zerg to hold off if they don't have speed. So here we go, we kill off 2 more lings, awesome. You see I do move my zealot out. Got my second one, should be making my 3rd one soon. There's my 3rd one. Well, it's supply blocked. But then I started seeing speed, and then I was like, okay, never mind. Time to come back. So I got my two zealots back. Then that kind of got me worried, and I saw a bunch of links right here, and I just did not respond on time, unfortunately. Or I was probably macroing up. And he gets inside here, and it's honestly really annoying. So I just move all my probes over here, unfortunately, when I try to deal with these links with my zealots. And he's doing a great job with the Zerglings. This is really good by him, honestly. If you look here though, I mean, he's not really doing anything, right? He has larva right here, larva right here, larva right here. He's getting a layer. There he's starting to drone up. I mean, it cost him quite a bit, and I'm still ahead in probes. So I lost mining time, but I still ahead in workers. And it's not really favoring him. So what I'm doing right now, also another good thing, I like to get these upgrades relatively quick. Get +1 while you get research. I'm also getting Stargate. I like to go Stargate to scout. Plus the fact that it kinda is like, okay, well, can't really open up with Mutas. Because if you do, I could just tech switch the Phoenixes and be on my way. So I get some more sentries over here to help fend this off, and I finally cleared this up, bringing back some of my probes here. If you look at the units tab, I'm still right with him with the Jones. So see, he didn't execute this the best way, in my opinion. I felt like he should have had way more Jones than I did from that. But who knows? He is adding more spines because he's feeling pressure that I will attack. And most Protoss would, but not me. So I'm still adding more sentries. I'm getting all these saturated. You do see I fly my Phoenix. I like to go Phoenix first, but a lot of Protoss like to go Void Ray first. The difference between these two is the Phoenix, you get it builds faster, right? And it's faster, so you can get to its base a lot quicker, and you can see what you could do. I could have punished this a lot better. But right now what I'm looking for is the gases. Okay, so he has only 3 gases, and that's it. So I see the Roach Warren moving as well, so he's committed to roaches for a while. And that's why you're gonna see I go double robo. I go double robo because I felt like I was behind. You know, until I watched this replay, I was like, oh wow, I wasn't that behind, but I felt like I was behind, so I felt like I had to cut corners and just get a strong army to expand with. But I was actually wrong. And then I get a Void Ray. This Void Ray is to clean out the Overlords, and that's what they get. They get the Overlord. I mean, they get the Void Ray faster, so they can clear out any Overlords quicker, as well as 4 spores as well. Alright, so I don't see the Hydrodualism. I see it now. Okay, so I see he has the Hydrogen. Okay, so I can transition from this double Robo Immortal build to a double Colossus build. Now if you go double Colossus, you have to make a lot of Zealots though. And the thing about that, it's not that bad. As long as the Zealots could get in reach and do some damage, I'm happy. So you're gonna see I'm gonna research charge before I get blink the situation. See, I do take out an Overlord from him, preventing him from scouting. So let's see what I see. I see he also got his gas right there. He's getting his gas up here. So now it's about the teching time. I still lose that, unfortunately. But I did not see this infestation pit, unfortunately. Would have helped though. Also didn't see the Evo chamber somehow. That's weird. And he's getting a very fast layer, so it looks like he's going 3 base layer, which is a very committed style for Zerg. Now I am trying to get my 3rd. I don't want to get my 3rd here, right? Because I felt like I was behind, and I felt like I had to play really defensive. And it's really hard to play defensive if your 3rd is gonna be closer to the Zerg, so I try to move it towards this side. We'll kill off these rocks to make it a little bit more convenient for my units to move around. And so yeah, we'll see what goes on from there. As you can see, I am getting more Colossus. I'm also getting +2 attack. Gonna be keeping up with my upgrades as well, so this is gonna definitely help out. How many probes I have? I have 65. Almost there, about 5 more, and I would be really happy. But I kind of stop on the probe production because it's kind of oversaturated at the moment. There's no reason to be making any more probes at this moment, so don't really need them. He is getting his 4th. He is getting the Spire, wherever it is. There it is. Let me put myself on busy. He's just talking about the team, by the way. Can't really scout with this. Now you see I do have my observer around here on patrol. This is to help tell me wherever his army's at, as well as the composition and how I position it. But I also bring my, after my Void Ray kills off these rocks, I bring it over here towards the middle. And this is basically to deny any vision, as well as scouts. So right here is pretty nice. The only bad thing I would say is I don't have to have 2 of these patrolling, right? I already have my Void right here. I could move my observer around to scout. I do have this probe scouting, and I do see this base as well. So that's pretty nice by me. The other thing I could do is just deny the creep with these 2 from spreading. Could have killed this and this and whatnot, because he doesn't have any. Oh, he does have corruptors. Wow. Okay. So never mind. So he's maxing out on Corruptor, so it looks like he's gonna go like Broodlord, Roach, Corruptor, Queens. Queens to Transfuse, of course. So that's really interesting by him, I would say the least. Let's see what I see in my camera, right? Let's go in my camera view. Charge is almost done, +3 is on the way. I'm adding a couple of more Immortals. Also, since I was lacking into anti-air, because I have so many, I already have 5 Colossus, that's all I need. This is where I stop Colossus production. I start making more Immortals. This is where I start adding on, I should add on a couple more Stalkers, but I'm actually maxed out. And I'm maxed out because I have a lot of Zealots, and Zealots is not that strong in the late game in PvZ. So you're gonna see I'm gonna send these off, since I know they have 2 bases here. This is where I'm gonna abuse it. I'm gonna throw them over there. While I'm maxed out, this is the perfect time to start throwing down some tech structures. I'm gonna get my Fleet Beacon and my DT Shrine. Fleet Beacon, because I feel like whenever you see 4 bases, or you know, once it gets beyond around this time, you should start to expect Broodlords. That's about the fastest time you'll see them. So you do want to get that Fleet Beacon as soon as possible. Now I do see a lot of Queens, and I was like, I'm really interested with a lot of energy. So I'm like, okay, so he's gonna do that transfuse type of thing, but I don't know what he's gonna go for. I see the Roaches, so I'm assuming he's gonna go for Broodlords. So I should be making more Stalkers. Here is my Fleet Beacon. There is my mothership on the way. Alright, I see the Broodlords. Alright, so in this position, my army does not, I repeat, does not beat that whatsoever. So the best way to deal with this kind of situation where you feel like I can't beat this army is to delay more time until you could get that army. You start sacrificing units that you don't need. Like, look at all these Zealots, right? I don't need them. You can see I'm moving around. I will lose a couple of my good units though, like my Colossus, but I'd rather lose them than to know that the fact that I will lose to his army regardless, you know. Try to take the chances. So I'm losing a couple of units while I'm circling around. I'm literally going around in circles, right? You see on my waypoints here. And look, his Broodlords are so slow, they can't catch up whatsoever. He does get a good fungal. No, he doesn't. Yeah, she only stops 3 units. See, this is all I'm doing. All I'm doing right now is delaying more time. I only got 1 Colossus alive, basically, so that's unfortunate. Oh, run back. do have a lot of immortals. That's really nice when you deal with these roach Blue Lord Corruptor, because the immortals are gonna do really good. But now look, this is a lot better army than what I had before. Yeah, I have, you know, one Colossus only, but the fact that I have more stalkers, that's what I needed. I needed some anti-air. I got the mothership out as well. So now I feel a lot more comfortable dealing with this army. You see I'm working in a couple more stalkers. Now I'm maxed out. Now I feel fine. I can't really go anywhere anymore. Time to throw up my guardian shield to deal with the roaches. You can't really target fire, right? You can't really target fire from here on. Just because there's too much stuff under it. You'll start target firing them. And you'll see soon whenever I can get there. Now this is getting at a very critical time. Why are they black? Oh, there we go. So he is transfusing as much as possible, but immortals are actually really good against them. See? No, they're not good against infestors. But once I kill off a bunch of it, once the infestors are out of energy, you can blink under it and be fine. I lose my Colossus, but I won the fight out. I won the commitment. I didn't know how far ahead. Well, actually, I'm not even that far ahead, actually. I'm actually a little behind. He is maxed out. Should be making these into work gates. Have a lot of money. I did see these burrows, so I'm gonna take advantage of that and kill them off. I didn't know these were queens. Actually, I thought these were infestors, but these were the two infestors. But they will get picked off, nevertheless. And you can kind of see them moving, right? You see that little movement. So, and that's a really big tail as well. So I'm adding more Colossus to my army. Colossus is always good. And I finally kill those two infestors. Gets two Terrans out, get two Stalkers out to help deal with that. So he's getting his roaches, he's got his corruptors. My army cannot beat this army, right? So if I had to sacrifice. I do sacrifice my immortal. And he's making his brood lords now. Adding more stalkers. And because he's making these brood lords, it's actually helping me. Because it's delaying more time. So my mothership should be able to get out on time. And I should be somewhat fine against them. And he is getting +3, +2 for his melee, +3 for his range. So it's not bad for him. I'm 3-2. So pretty good upgrades for me. I'm also starting +3 right now. Gonna blink away. Got my Colossus to help deal with the broodlings. But he knows he can't really punish it, right? Because my mothership's out. I feel strong. I've also got these two bases on the way. Should be sending some of my probes there soon. Now, another good way of dealing with this is also to harass his base, to deny these expansions if you can. And you're also going to see some pretty cool techniques or things that you could do with the mothership. A lot of people, when they get the mothership, is doing what I'm doing right now. They're in the same hotkey as your army. They're basically, what is that? I guess he's trying to sacrifice food because he is kind of rich. 13,000 minerals, wow. Does he have all his gases? He does, huh? Interesting. He's gonna be sending some roaches from here. Multi-prong attack. Not bad. He is gonna stop my +3. I warp in a DT and a couple of zealots to help deal with this. This is why you get DTs around these times, because it's gonna help deal with this a lot better. Let's go to my camera, so we can at least see only my view. So I can help you kind of analyze what's going on. It's a nice wall off by me, warping in all these zealots. Now once I finish with all these zealots, he burrows. And see, I found that out. I was trying to make a, probably see that waypoint. I was gonna try to make a cannon, but I couldn't because he killed my forge. So I built my forge again. And see, this is what a lot of protos don't like to do. I like to do this a lot, is separate your army from your mothership. Your mothership is the ultimate defensive unit against Zerg, against any race whatsoever. How? Because of a spell called Recall. Mass Recall is awesome. You kill off these bases, and you know, anytime you feel like you're overcommitted, because this is overcommitting, right? The fact that you have a mothership makes it okay to overcommit against Zerg, against anybody in fact, and be fine. He's gonna come over here and he's gonna try to deal with my main base. I'm dealing with his economy basically. I don't know about this base. I didn't scout this unfortunately. So once I kill this off, it's time for me to come back. You see I got my mothership in position. You're gonna see I get my armies all together and mass recall, right? Mass recall, boom. Back over here. I also have almost enough energy to vortex this. Because he has a lot of corruptors, and that would definitely help out. Or the brood lords. Either one, you could always vortex either of them, and you'll be fine. All he did was kill a couple of gateways. Honestly, I should have just vortex right here, but I didn't get to use it unfortunately. So that's pretty bad by me. I had 100 energy. Vortex probably would have sealed the deal a lot better than this. But he is losing a couple of his investors. He loses all of his brood lords as well. And you can see the units lost going towards my favor. I am rebuilding my mothership. And the only thing I lost, honestly, is just gateway units. I mean gateways. That's all I've lost. So all I have to do is just replenish them. You can see I'm adding more gateways. I'm also adding a second cyber. And that's not to get the upgrades, honestly. The reason why I get that is because now this is vulnerable, right? All of this is vulnerable. I want to make sure I cannot stop production for my stalkers. You can't have it where you're facing brood lords, they kill off your cyber, you run out of stalkers, and you find out you can't even make stalkers. Like, that's really bad. And I'm gonna see all this, I'm like, oh my god, please. You have like infinite money. Where's all this coming from? I don't know where he's getting all this money. Like, I don't like it. I don't like it at all. So I see the Hydras. I'm gonna add more Colossus. I'm gonna get the mothership as well. Adding these pylons over here. This is probably gonna be my warping cycle. This warping area. Because now the priority to defend is actually gonna be on this side. I am sending a DT around the map as well, because it's time to see if he's expanding again, and if he is, you know, it's not that long ago, so I could kind of punish it. And look, ooh, I see a base right here, and actually he doesn't even get his gas. When you're, look at this, he has 6,000 minerals. There's no reason why you are mining minerals. He does burrow though, so it's pretty neat. Look at this, we have an engagement over here. I do have my mothership out as well. And I'm gonna kill off a couple of his spines. And that's gonna weaken his defense. And this one DT is gonna do a lot of damage. Look at this, it's gonna kill a hatchery. That's awesome. One DT just killed an entire hatchery. Adding more. Gonna be getting another observer because he tends to kill them all the time. And it's time for me to scout other bases as well. He's doing the best thing he could do, and that's basically hide with the spines. Now I do see that he has he's trying to get this expansion, so I'm probably gonna abuse that as well.
Mineral field depleted.
Look, he's expanding here. I'm taking this out. Like, I'm denying him expansions. The thing about Zerg is the hatchery is not only there to get the resources, but also for production. So every time you snipe a hatchery, it really hurts the Zerg's production and economy all at once. So that's like a double whammy for him. And this Dark Templar is killing another one. I'm gonna add a couple more Archons to my army, and you can see I'm getting the gases right. I don't really care about the minerals at this moment. I only care about the gas. The gas. I need those juicy units. Okay, look at this. I start to see. Okay, now he's gonna be playing on to me. I see he has one expansion left. His army's all the way over there. Brood lords are slow. I'm gonna go over here. intercept anything that I can see, and boom, look at this, I kill all of his drones. Look over there, 29 drones left for him. Doesn't really have that much. I have a mothership here as well to help play the. Now see, this is where you can play offensive with the mothership. Lead it in the front. What are you gonna do? You're gonna have all your armies come after it. Just vortex, right? So you can't really deal with it. This is beautiful. If you want to learn more about the mothership, this is a nice replay to have because you can see how I play defensive and offensive with it. The defensive role is of course the mass recall, and then the offensive way is bringing it with your army. Vortex, boom. I send a couple of my stalkers in there. Be killing off a couple of these. I have almost enough energy for another vortex, and I'm gonna vortex most of his corruptors. So if I can take out the corruptors, I'll be fine. Right? So I'm gonna go for the corruptors. You can go for the broodlords. It like honestly, you could go for either one. This is a bad thing. You're having your broodlords right under my vortex. Cause guess what? All my units are there. Right now, your broodlords are under my stalkers, and that was just a really bad call by him. Should have never had his broodlords right under. It should have been a little bit farther away. But that didn't really change anything. As you can see, his money's in shambles. The only thing he's making is zerglings from here on. And there is actually no GG from him, unfortunately, because this DT was actually back over here doing some good work, denying expansions and whatnot. So anyways, thanks guys for watching my second show. I hope you do like it just as much as the first one. Please subscribe to my channel, Flatline SE2. I'm going to try to do these once a week. If anything, at least once a week. And please leave comments and suggestions either on the video that you're watching or even on my channel itself, Flatline SC2 on youtube.com. Please also check out my team's website, Area51 Gaming. Big props to them and our sponsors as well. Thanks for watching, guys, and I'll see you later.